everyone. Good morning, and welcome to the Disney Morning Show. I am Kyle, the editorial director for Laughing Place, and joining me this morning is Tony.
This morning.
Have you not caught that? I've done that every time I've had a guest host for the past at least few weeks.
The emphasis on this, I felt like there was.
Yeah, no, I punched the this. That's
okay.
The whole
Yeah.
Anyway, hi Tony.
Hi.
Let's say some hellos before we
real quick
into the bulk
find
of
my
the show.
cursor here. Top of the morning from Fred. Top of the morning to you. And then glad to be back, Fred. And that's the only one person saying hi today is Fred. So hi, Fred.
No, well, everybody is a little slow on the uptake on a Monday morning, but let's jump into the stocks. When we last did the show on Friday, when Luke and I did it, it was at 105.33. Let's see where it is right now. It is at 103.41, down 2% on the day. I imagine that's probably a larger trend and not just Disney, but who knows? Lots of things happening in the world, Tony.
It's true.
Anyway, let's jump into the main part of the show. You know, sometimes I think they announce news just for you, and this morning was one of those times.
So kind of, right?
Yeah,
I have a particular distaste for this character. But I know I'm in the extreme minority on there. The magic of Disney animation is making its long-awaited return to Disney's Hollywood studios, and they're bringing what appears to be a new iteration of Animation Academy back to the building called Olaf Draws. And it's going to feature an animatronic Olaf alongside a pre-recorded video of a Disney animator teaching you how to draw one of 9 different characters inside this experience. That's just one part of the whole experience that will be the magic of Disney animation. So I'm very interested too. Nikki says, is it too much to ask to have an animatronic and a human CM? To this point, I feel like they're completely getting rid of any kind of spielers or any kind of live instructors, and it'll be just the animatronic and the video. So I'm very curious to see how this plays out, especially when you compare it up against what they have in California with Animation Academy, where you will see, and I kind of talk about this in the post, where you will see dozens of characters that are going to be drawn throughout the day. And you can kind of, here's Baymax at 4:00. I'll come back for that one because I like Baymax, as opposed to this one. I don't know if they're going to post it or not, but it's going to be either Ursula, Genie was in there, Nick and Judy, they were paired together, so I'm assuming you'll drop both, like as a duo. Mickey Mouse, a missing photo,
Donald Duck,
Minnie, Stitch. I would be more excited just to see the Eric Goldberg one with Genie, personally.
Yeah, I figured that would be your pick. That's why I made sure you got it. It was just him in the thumbnail. I'm like, I should add some other people.
Yeah. There are 9 different animators, including the directors of Once Upon a Short, Trent Corey and Dan Abram.
On a studio?
From Once Upon a Studio, yeah, which the whole experience is kind of loosely tied back to. So
yeah.
I'm very curious to see how it plays out. I'm very excited.
There's a Mushu statue up here paying homage to the past.
I didn't really look at that closely, but that's really cool that is in there, yes.
I will say, I guess on the bright side, you would hope that if the show does basically run itself, that they would have more cast members that can wander through the studio and kind of help people, give them one-on-one assistance as they draw. So I guess there's that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. And I hope that more kind of get loaded into the sequences also, because there's a lot of animation stuff. So
before it closed, I remember going to the Mushu version of the show, and the spieler they had was so bad, like hard to understand and just so out of time, like just long pauses before Mushu would talk. And then I did see it one other time, and that was in France. So then I also couldn't understand it, but they seemed to at least be more in time.
You know how people like strive, I want to be a Jungle Cruise skipper, I want to do this, I want to do like those different spiels at Disney. That was the only one I ever was like, that's the one I want to do. So
yeah, well, but that's cool. I mean, so overall, it's not, you think this is a good thing? You're excited?
I think it's cool. I like that they have special, according to that release, they have special desks for the younger set that are themed like sleighs because it is the Frozen and it is Olaf. And then they said for kids of all ages, read adults, they will have more traditional animation desks. That's something I liked versus Florida over California, because California you get like the little beanbag desk that sits on your lap and you draw that way. But
yeah, it's been a long time since I've done the Florida one because hasn't existed. But but that's late summer of this year.
2026 of this year. So
yeah, just a few more months, you should be able to do that.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm more excited to see the whole area too. That's supposed to look like the studio lot, because we're supposedly getting trees, and that's something the studios desperately need. Real quick, I'll point out to Fred, I still don't know why that short wasn't nominated for the Oscar. Instead, some anime called The Boy and the Heron, which looks dated. The Boy and the Heron is actually very, very good. And Once Upon a Studio is more premise than plot. There's not a real story there as much as it's just, we got to get together for a photo and fan service of 549 something or other different characters. But
yeah, fair enough. But heading to the other coast, there's some posters.
Let's go to California Adventure, right?
Yeah.
These, first of all, I want to know if these are approved.
by which studio?
Either. These feel like maybe an intern task, but we'll see. No, there's new posters that are up on the side of a construction wall that cuts off Cars Land from Avengers Campus at Disney California Adventure, and keeping in theme, they do tie both Marvel and Pixar together with cars, with posters like Iron Van and Captain America, the Winter Tires, and Guardians of the Gas Station, and Carpool and Gasoline.
This one took me by surprise. I was like, wow, a rated R movie. And then I was like, I guess all the Muppet ones, like half of those were rated R. So
Wild Hogs.
Well, that too, but also Plump Fiction and
that's true. I forgot about that.
Dogfather. And
if it stands out, for sure. And then there's other themed elements tying it all back to Cars Land. So, but yeah, my big question is, were either of those approved by the studios? We'll see.
We will see indeed. But something that definitely was approved by Disney was Ducks Day. That took place yesterday. This was the however manyth of that they've done, back down to one day. And our own Rebecca was there getting some photos. There wasn't a cavalcade this year, which makes sense if you look at the players' reactions from last year. That might have played a role. But yeah, lots of merchandise that sold out quickly, fan zones. There were the players did come out for some special things. You could meet Wild Wing, different activities that you could do. So yeah, you could check out her full coverage over on Laughing Place. There's also a video that she got of Donald trying to teach one of the players how to do a special handshake, and he seemed a little reluctant, but he eventually did it. I do like this hoodie artwork. That's nice. And then Animation Academy, all ducks, as Tony was saying, they do put out a schedule, and they were doing a bunch of different ducks.
Special events, all ducks. Like that's something you won't be able to get with the 9 pre-recorded versions there. But
yeah,
did I see a messenger bag in that merch? Good for them.
You might have. Tony, give me 1 second. I'm gonna let you vamp.
Okay, I will vamp for a second. As Adrian says, the Animation Academy experience at Disney is one of his favorites. I loved it. I love it going back to it was in Florida at Disney Quest, and then it was also at Hollywood Studios eventually, where they did more on paper. Disney Quest was pretty digital. And then it was so popular, they brought it to California to replace their Drawn to Animation segment in the animation building, and then brought it back to life in Florida at actual desks and everything like that. So yeah, it's to your points, Adrian, it is a favorite, and it has existed in some form ever since it debuted. So
thank you. I just need to check on my dog real fast. But yesterday, Disney put out an interesting video during Ducks Day promoting something else that's coming to Disney California Adventure, which is the 2026 California Adventure Food and Wine Festival. And they shared a preview of some of the different items. So let me just go through some of these. There's the ramen mac and cheese. And then I'll just go through the photos. Cherry cola cold brew. Interesting. Spinach and artichoke grilled cheese. And the pizza slider. Chicken and waffle mole taco.
I got excited as a Choco Taco at first.
It does look like a Choco Taco now. And then a Mickey-shaped macaron made with Snickers bar pieces. So I'm sure there'll be plenty more, and you can find out where those are located in the article itself. But yeah, interesting. They keep doing this. They've been putting out these like videos. So I wouldn't be surprised if we got a California Adventure Foodie Guide at 10 o'clock today, or maybe a little bit later today, because they put out this video yesterday, and that seems to be the pattern. Yeah. But some interesting items already announced. And speaking of announcements, Tony, the winners of the Annie Awards.
The winners announcements of the 53rd Annie Awards. The whole celebration took place Saturday night, 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern, from the Royce Auditorium at UCLA. In terms of Disney, we had a few winners. It was kind of a light year in the realm of art, in the art form that Disney helped really push forward onto the populace. But yeah, so we had best voice acting in a TV show or media was Tina Belcher, Dan Mintz for Bob's Burgers. Snow Bear, which we saw just a second ago, won for best short subject. While that's not a Disney release, it was very independent. It was done solely by one man, Aaron Blaise, who was the co-director of Brother Bear back in the day and animated for Disney on a lot of projects during the Renaissance period. But the big winner in terms of Disney was Win or Lose. It took home 3 different awards: Best TV Media Series, Limited Series, Best Music in a TV or Media project, and Best Character Animation in a TV Media Limited Series project. So congrats to Pixar for that one. They also had Elio, which was nominated in 10 different categories, but 9 out of those 10 were also nominated against K-pop Demon Hunters, which swept the awards show. Every category it was nominated in, it won, to a point where anybody who was doing the announcements would open the envelope and go, "You can guess what it is. It's going to be K-pop Demon Hunters." So if you are betting on the Oscars at all, whether it be through a casino, a bookie, or Kalshi, K-pop Demon Hunters is the one to throw your money down for the Oscars next month. It already won the Golden Globe. It swept the Annies. I'm pretty sure it's going to take home Best Animated Feature as well at the Oscars.
Unless it gets Lego Movie to fact.
It doesn't. And if it doesn't, I'm calling shenanigans. Somebody bought the award. So.
Well, yeah, no, I was saying, like, remember when Lego Movie wasn't even nominated? Yeah. And the theory was that people are just like, well, that can't be good, and didn't even bother to watch it.
Yeah.
You could have that with K-pop Demon Hunters, but I don't think so. I think there's enough buzz that people are like, oh, no, I guess.
Yeah. Speaking of the Lego Movie, the 2 guys behind that, whose name completely skipped past me.
Lord and Miller.
Yes. They also did the Spider-Verse movies, an old MTV series called Clone High, if you recall. Mm-hmm. And then Chance of Meatballs. They won a Winsor McKay Award, which is kind of like a Lifetime Achievement Award. At the Annies this year, alongside Chris Sanders of Lilo and Stitch fame.
Wasn't Bill Lawrence also involved in Clone High?
That sounds right.
Because I think Donald and Sarah and Zach from Scrubs did voices on Clone High. Okay. Anyway, Hoppers.
Yes, Hoppers is hopped over to the Hollywood Studios, where a new special preview will be featured at Disney or Walt Disney Presents, along with some other pieces. I'm pretty sure there's some maquettes in there, some concept art, character banners populated throughout. But yeah, as is the case with any upcoming film, it's going to be seen at Walt Disney Presents in some way. Yeah, there's a maquette for Mabel there. Yeah, a scene with Mayor Jerry.
Not Jerry Demings, just Jerry.
Not Jerry. Yes, I think, was it you that said that? I feel like you and maybe somebody else have said that recently around me. Yeah. Real quick, Fred said, "I still don't consider Bob's Burgers a Disney property. It is 20th century." Interestingly, another Disney win was The Wonderful World of Gumball, which is Hanna-Barbera, but distributed through Hulu, so it counts also.
I want this on my wall. I love this.
The King George one.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for this movie. Last week we also saw the Toy Story 5 trailer drop, and I got upset in a weird way. I was like, they couldn't do the Avengers thing where they let it play for a week in theaters with Hoppers and then put it online. You had to just come out
No,
and
they
just
had to
kind of
get the.
overshadow Hoppers just a little bit.
They need to have the bald Woody meme immediately.
Yeah, let the Tom Lizard meme go around. There's a few of those. So
They're
anyway,
leaning
yes, you
heavy
can
into
catch
that.
those now at Walt Disney Presents at Hollywood Studios.
Very nice. Well, since it's Monday, let's take a look at the Disney Plus Top 10.
In my fantasy world, you would have changed it to "Will the Hopper special look be on it?" And there it is.
Well, if I were that smart, Tony, yeah. Number 1, Predator Badlands. Number 2, Hopper's A Special Look, which I have yet to watch. Rental Family in third, which I considered watching this weekend and did not. Appropriately enough, and number 4, I don't know if this is actually true or they put it in there. If they did, either way, very smart. Miracle from 2004, which features the last time before this most recent gold medal that the USA won the gold medal. Although this is not the gold medal game that they play in the movie. Anyway, number 5, Love Story. 6, the Zombie Descendants Worlds Collide special, which maybe we'll talk about in a moment. Princess and the Frog in 7th. Bluey minisodes at 8. The Mummy, which we usually associate with Universal, at 9. And The Astronaut, a movie I am not familiar with, in number 10. Is that Kate Mara?
Maybe.
Let's see. Kate Mara.
Yep, there you go.
All right. One of the Fantastic Four in one of the Fantastic Fours.
And I've had my share of bad reviews. I still remember my first good one, though. Everything else in this production of Our Town was simply terrible. Joey Tribbiani was abysmal.
Well, our own Alex Reif got a chance to review a new movie called Homecoming, the Tokyo series, which is about baseball, a poetic portrait of Japan's baseball soul. And his subtitle is Director Jason Sturman explores the craft, culture, and community behind Japan's baseball renaissance. Did you know that Japan has a really big baseball culture, Tony?
Kind of. I can't remember why. I feel like something happened.
Shohei Ohtani, maybe, but
maybe.
Yeah, no, it's definitely, we saw that a little bit when we were over there. They have some very good baseball. Anyway, his final paragraph: American sports fans will learn something new. Japanese viewers may feel seen. And for everyone else, this is a warm, quietly powerful reminder of how global culture is shaped, not through spectacle, but through people. And he gives Homecoming, the Tokyo series, 4 out of 5 stars. It'll be playing exclusively in theaters through Fathom Events on the 23rd and 24th. And hopefully it'll be able to be viewed at home after that. But yeah, if you want to check this out next, tonight or tomorrow on Fathom, find your local theater that has Fathom Events.
And the rest.
Most AMCs, I think, do the Fathom Events.
I think so too. Yeah, there's probably others, but both of us are more familiar with AMCs, since I think AMCs are probably the closest theaters to us. The Boatwrights at Port Orleans Riverside has debuted some new items. One of them is a bourbon chocolate cake that you can see there in the photo that has milk chocolate mousse and dark chocolate ganache. There's bacon and cheddar loaded mashed potatoes. I don't think I need to explain what is in those. Panko crispy chicken with seasonal risotto style farro and greens. Peanut butter pie, pimento cheese fritters with house-made pepper jelly, and much more. So you can check out all of those items. I'll just kind of show you a few of those right now.
That shrimp had my attention in the thumbnail. If that was shrimp in the thumbnail.
I'm sure there was shrimp somewhere, yeah. There's like a bayou platter. I think that's that shrimp. Yeah, that's some good looking I don't like shrimp, but that if I was going to have shrimp, that's some good looking shrimp. Anyway, so yeah, you can check that out at Boatwrights, the Port Orleans Riverside location. And then I don't think we've talked about, I think it happened later on Friday, but Worlds Collide concert tour, Zombies, Descendants. It was a big deal, and it's coming back this fall, but with a new addition, Camp Rock. So I put,
I was wondering.
Disney's, we don't know who's going to be on this tour. Probably I don't think Demi Lovato is going to be there, nor do I think that a lot of these people are going to be there. But we'll see. Very interesting development.
It's going to be camper number 3 from Camp Rock 2.
Even more worlds will be colliding, as they stated. So yeah, look, I think Malachi is probably in it again, so maybe he'll be there. If you look on our Twitter, apparently there's, or not our Twitter, sorry, our YouTube. I put this up in our community feed, and people were talking about some of the drama. Somebody's dating somebody else's ex-girlfriend or something. I don't know. But yeah. And anyway, you can watch the Worlds Collide tour on our YouTube. You can also watch the one that they put out on Disney Plus, and there's also a soundtrack. Lots of stuff.
I look forward to High School Musical, the musical, the series, Camp Rock, Descendants, insert every other name, Worlds Collide tour.
Lizzie McGuire.
Yep.
Even Stevens. That one gets a little rowdy. Anyway, going around LP, Alex has our latest Laughing Place on location from Toy Fair 2026 in New York. Like this scary looking angel hanging down from the ceiling there. So yeah, lots of fun from Toy Fair. So be sure to check that out over on the site. And then also 20 years of Hannah Montana. We talked about how there's a special coming next month, Disney Plus. So ahead of that, Maxon looked at some of he's a big fan of Hannah Montana. So he just went through some current merch that there is available and just some different ways you can celebrate as we get closer to the 20th anniversary. And yeah, there you go. And then Tony, you were recently on a boat.
Yeah, when you said this time, that's kind of why I was like, who had him fill in while I was gone? But yeah, I was
mostly
gone.
No one.
I was gone over the last week on the Disney Dream, where Bluey and Bingo have made their appearance, holding their sermons multiple times throughout the cruise. Because I'm telling you,
they don't speak. But
I knew there was a fandom behind Bluey. But I did not realize there was a ship's worth of adults and children that are a fan of Bluey.
Ship ton.
Yep. That was there was multiple different offerings throughout, most of which you could see up on our YouTube channel. I say most because one of them was in the kids activity area, which we were able to catch during an open house for adults to go in as well. But it was just Bluey's favorite game. So they just played Bluey themed games. There was no character appearances. So I talked about it on Twitter a little bit, but I don't think we did a video or anything like that. But yeah,
and this is just one of your several articles. This one is particularly the who's behind the curtain.
So Disney Cruise Line fans and people who've done it before, one of the game shows they do and they know is called Who's Behind the Curtain, and that's characters of we saw it on this cruise beforehand, and it was Daisy, Pluto, and Minnie. Then we saw that it was on the schedule again right after we were in a trivia, and I said, okay, let's hang out. But then they reset everything, so it was Bluey. I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna be Bluey behind the curtain. So we happened to be in the right place at the right time for this one because it wasn't listed as a Bluey program event. So this was cool, but it's basically almost like let's make a deal, but they're asking yes or no questions. And then finally, are we ready to reveal who's behind the curtain? And sure enough, in this it was Bluey characters, and the crowd went nuts.
So then do the kids, they know to switch if it's...
what do you mean?
The Monty Hall problem.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, they're not gonna do that. But this actually led into a meet and greet opportunity, which I also tweeted a picture for. I don't know if it's included in this video because I got a 7-second clip. The entire length of one of the ship's decks became the line for the meet and greet with Bluey, and it was absurd. And I asked one of the activities people, and they said right now it's probably going to be at least 90 minutes to 2 hours. So
this clip is zoomed in slightly so you don't see this little girl's face.
Say it again.
It said this clip is zoomed in a little so you don't see this little girl's face.
Yes. I tried my best.
I know.
If your kid became part of the show, that was fair game. If your kid was watching the show, I tried to not do that. But there was a special slumber party with Bluey, a couple of different meet and greets. The only one that I was able to catch was the one that was during a boarding day. at 1:30. So people were still getting on the ship and had no idea what was going on. So I waited a few minutes for that one, but every other one at least was 2 hours long for a meet and greet with them.
And they're doing the thing that I said, where I was like, if they're not doing like the freeze, the musical freeze game, then what are we doing? And they did it in this.
I forgot what they called it, but yeah, they played all kinds of different games. Memory Snap, Keepy Uppy, something with a magic asparagus. I need to watch Bluey more.
Apparently.
But yeah, so either way, it was a good time for all. But yeah, lots of Bluey stuff on the show.
Yeah, and you can find all that Bluey stuff on Laughing Plays or on our YouTube channel. And yeah.
The fun stuff.
Back on land and back at California Adventure, though, we saw comedian, forgive me if I get this wrong, Atsuko Okatsuka?
It's Atsuko is how her first name. She's very funny. You can watch her special on Hulu.
The video really that she posted was very funny, I thought.
Let's watch it together, Tom.
Yes.
Talk like this, come up with the name. Like me, I'm King. Right. Hey, I'm Matt. Yeah. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Ben. Something like that. Yeah. And then you talk about doing manly things. Manly things, yeah. Chopping wood. Yeah. Cooking meat outdoors. I love meat. I won't do that one. Oh, we probably like high five or something. Like the warrior. Hell yes. What's up, yeah. Manly. So walk like a man. Okay, ready? Yeah. Chest out. Shoulders back. Chin up. And then you march. Let's see, we should there. Mulan went to war so that I could sit on my butt and be a vibe. I love that. Yeah.
Very fun.
Yep, and I enjoyed it. I especially love Mulan in this video because she stayed very true to her source material. Almost all of that is a reference to the movie Mulan. But yeah, this is fantastic. And it reminds us that she had a Hulu special that Kyle, you reviewed for Laughing Place.
I did. Yeah. And she also has one on HBO Max but yeah, recommend both of them. I really like Atsuko. And so does Becca, in case you're wondering. But yeah, fun stuff is pocket picks that we wrote articles about. That is the definition. And then one that I wanted to mention is Disney released some aerial footage of 3 of their 4 parks plus Disney Springs. If I had to guess why they didn't do Magic Kingdom, it's probably because there's a lot of ugly construction going on there right now.
A good third of the park, probably.
You can watch this super cut soaring over Walt Disney World over on YouTube, and then we also have each of the videos here. But yeah, fun little watch. You can sync up your Jerry Goldsmith and have yourself a time. Tony, are you ready for your quiz?
Is it Jerry Goldsmith or Bruce Broughton?
I'm pretty sure. I think the original is Jerry Goldsmith. You can look it up while Okay, I'm gonna wait for you. We'll sit and wait.
It was Jerry Goldsmith.
Good job. All right, let's try your quiz now.
Okay.
All right, sir. On this day in 1939, Walt Disney received a special Oscar for what movie?
Snowman and the Seven Dwarfs.
Yeah. And then on this day in 1940, this movie opened in theaters.
Fantasia.
No.
Wait, no, 40 would be Pinocchio.
Pinocchio, yes. On this day in 1951, an actress was born. Her Disney credits include Home Improvement and Disney's 1989 television movie, Parent Trap 3.
Because it's Home Improvement, I immediately think Patricia Richardson.
It's Patricia Richardson.
Okay.
On this day in 1975, a songwriter was born. His Disney credits include Frozen, Winnie the Pooh, and Gigantic.
Would that be Robert Lopez?
Yes, Robert Lopez. Gigantic got canceled, guys.
Yeah,
that's another thing.
Even though there's a reference to it in Zootopia.
On this day in 1981, an actor, a Disney legend, was born. I think Robert Lopez is probably a Disney legend too, right? Anyway,
I think so at this point.
Disney legend was born. His Disney credits include Frozen, Wonder Man, Beauty and the Beast, and several canceled projects.
Beauty and the Beast, the original?
No. The live action. Several canceled projects. Disney legend. Frozen.
Yeah.
1981.
Who did?
Maybe he's relevant to our top story of the day. Tony.
Josh Gad?
Josh Gad.
Okay. I don't know why I was thinking composer.
I don't know either.
Yeah, that's why I was like, not Lin-Manuel, because he didn't do.
Yeah.
He
No,
didn't do
Josh
Frozen.
Gad. Disney legend Josh Gad. He's in Wonder Man. On this day in 1983, an actress was born. Her Disney credits include Devil Wears Prada, Mary Poppins Returns, and Jungle Cruise.
Emily Blunt?
Yes. And finally, on this day in 2010, an attraction returned to Disneyland.
Captain EO.
Captain EO, yes.
Not many attractions have returned.
Yeah, I know. Good job. You did nice. Sorcerer Streak is still underway. We do have a few left to grade because Doobie's been away, and that's some of these. It looks like he just went through and scored them, so we are good. Okay. Frozen Ever After's wait time was over 120 minutes that day. Muppet Show was in the top 10, and y'all chose D2 as the better sequel to The Mighty Ducks over D3. Today's question is, tomorrow, February 24th, is Steve Jobs' birthday. Will Pixar or Robert Iger, I'm mixing it up, on Instagram share a post, reel, or story about Steve's birthday by 5 p.m. Pacific tomorrow? What do you think, Tony?
I think Pixar might.
I think if it were last year, I think Iger would have been more likely because it's a round number. But yeah, I think there's a possibility. But these things are weird sometimes. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Doobie Mostly, after grading those, is now in the lead, followed by yours truly, and then Luke, and then Donna is our first non-LP player in the top 5, followed by Jim Oakley, Jessica. So yeah, go ahead and play Sorcerer Streak over on Laughing Place. And then Tony, it's past 10 o'clock, so we can do the 10 o'clock refresh. Okay. I should make a bumper.
Will there be a foodie guy?
There's a little Scrubs thing that I guess they just retweeted. It was posted yesterday. Paradise is now streaming wherever you stream your Paradise, Hulu. Yeah, no other news, no foodie guide yet, but maybe later.
So Paradise is also the name of a song that's in Win or Lose. And if I had one complaint about the Annies and their production value, because it's not televised, it's live streamed from UCLA. They only play a 15-second clip while the people are walking up to the stage. And that 15 seconds from Paradise was nice when every time Win or Lose won, but they only played the opening 15 seconds of Golden and K-Pop Demon Hunters, as we said, won every award it was nominated in. So you got to hear that 15 seconds again and again and again and again.
Would you say that ruined the ceremony?
Sure.
Because it was at UCLA.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Tony will not be back tomorrow, as he has informed me. But we might have, hopefully we'll have another fill-in. We should be able to get it done. We should be good all week, even in the absence of Doobie. So thanks for watching. And we should have Parks Talk later today at 4 p.m. And we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.